As 2021 comes to a close, I figured we should take a look back at the LEGO Star Wars 2021 Advent Calendar and do a bit of a review. So sit back, grab a snack, and let's get on into it. So here we have the front of the box, set number 75307 LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar. This is clearly very heavily focused on the Mandalorian, as you can see by the front here, and the bottom right corner where it says the Mandalorian and the child. So yeah, you got the Razor Crest in the background, all Christmas themed up, and it looks pretty nice. Here are all the mini builds, and looking on the back, you can get a better shot at all the builds here, and yeah, let's start off the review. So we're going to start off with the minifigs first, and as you can see, this is just your standard Stormtrooper. There's nothing too special. He does have a face underneath. He kind of just looks like Han Solo or whatever. Just a normal face underneath. It is the new style Stormtrooper where you can't actually turn the head at all. So yeah, there's a lot of different opinions about this Stormtrooper iteration, but if you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But I'm in the middle. I don't mind it all that much. So let's move on to the next minifig. Next up here is the Scout Trooper. So very nice Scout Trooper. In fact, this is probably the best iteration that we've gotten ever. This is the exact minifigure from the Razor Crest from 2020. He does have the face underneath, the exact same face. So yeah, very nice looking Scout Trooper here, back printing, black arms, black hands. It's just a very solid minifigure, and I think it's very, very accurate to the shows and movies. Next up is the Tuscan Raider. Now, these are pretty solid. I love the new Tuscan Raiders that we've gotten with the molded head. I think they're great. Definitely a better improvement from the 2002 versions that we've caught previously, but these are really nice, and you can pretty much find these in any Tuscan Raider set. They're all the exact same. They're really nice, and I think they're really, really awesome. Glad we got one in here, as this is the first Advent Calendar that is sticked with one theme, which is the Mandalorian. So pretty nice minifig here. And next up we have IG-11. So you might be wondering, what the heck is that pointy thing on the back? Well, that's his blaster holder, but we don't actually have his blasters here. They're actually in a mini build, which we'll get into a bit later. But this is IG-11, not IG-88 from the original trilogy. This is a different assassin bounty hunter droid. He basically looks the exact same. He's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice minifigure. Got the printed face print up there. It's looking really nice, and I think it's a pretty solid assassin droid. So yeah, next minifigure is Grogru and Mando with their Christmas outfits and all. As you can see, Mando has a little Christmas scarf, and Grogru has his Santa sweater on. Very, very cute. Definitely an improvement over the Mandos that we've gotten previously this past year that are basically all the same. We got a little bit of a different print there, so it's looking really cool. And then Grogru here is just rocking that Christmas sweater. I think he looks adorable. Very tiny. As you can see, just the same mold and everything, but he's just got a Christmas sweater, and I think it's really nice. Mando has arm printing, back printing, the scarf goes all the way around his back, so it's looking awesome. Very solid minifigures here. It is worth noting that these two both do come in different slots on the Advent Calendar itself, so it's not the same build, but you know what I mean. So now we're done with the minifig, so let's move on to the mini builds. So here is the Razor Crest, just your simple little mini Razor Crest. I think it looks pretty alright, and I think it looks a little bit better than the Microfighter one that comes out next month. So yeah, there's that. I think the Microfighter one looks a little bit funky, but yeah, I'll still pick that up tomorrow on January 1st, but all I'm saying is that this looks a little bit better, because I think the Microfighter one lacks in a few places. So yeah, there's that, but this isn't a review about the Microfighter. This is a review about the mini one. I like it. Yeah, in short, I like this one. But yeah, let's move on to the next build. So here we have a unique little bounty hunter ship. I'm not sure exactly whose it is, and I don't think it's actually named, but it is a bounty hunter ship nonetheless, so that's pretty decent. I like the colors. The yellow mixed with the translucent red for the cockpit window looks pretty nice, so I like this. So let's move on to the next one. So here we have a little mini blue land speeder. As you can see, it has 4 thrusters on the back, 1 windshield piece, and I really like the light blue mixed with the grays. I think it stands out a lot, and I think it looks really superb. Pretty solid mini build at that. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. So here we have presumably Luke Skywalker's X-Wing. There is a blue stud on top here to represent R2-D2, I think, but nonetheless, we do have an X-Wing here. And yeah, the wings, I don't know. I'm not too big of a fan of this because, like I said, the wings, they just don't look that great, and it's very hard to get it in position that you want it to. They kind of sag a bit sometimes, especially when you try to put it in the like normal position like that. They just don't look that good because you kind of have to move it, like fine tune it to get it in the position that you want it to, and it's just not very practical. So there's that. So next up we have a TIE Fighter. Now it doesn't even look all that bad. I think this TIE Fighter actually looks pretty nice. Just your simple, simplistic TIE Fighter build, and yeah, it's pretty decent. Now I'm going to put it down before I have my hand cramp because I can't put it on the stand. So here is a little droid transport ship from Navarro. I believe it's on the lava portion of the planet where they used to get over the lava pits. So yeah, you have a droid here to kind of drive it as well. Kind of looks like a sleigh, kind of fits in with the Christmas vibe, but it's alright. It doesn't look all that bad. Next build we have here is Moff Gideon's light cruiser. And this is a pretty neat build at face value, but it's very, very structurally wise, not very good. Like, you can just pull that apart so easily. If you drop it, it'll come apart. And if you have it sitting down, I guess I can't really show you, but if you leave it, if you have it flat, it will lean backwards because there's no stability on the other side, on the back side here. But if you turn this around like that, then it's good. But if you do that, then it's not accurate to the instructions. So it's like, I don't know, this is a very weird build. It looks nice, but practically wise, it's not very good. Structurally wise, not very good at all. This has no structural integrity there. The top part is just so loose. Yeah, it's a little bit of a mess, but it looks okay, I guess. So here we have the Interrogation Droid, and I like it. This is a pretty nice little mini build. It's got the syringe on the other side, red translucent stud at the front there as the sensor or the eyeball or whatever you want to call that, and then just the just a normal translucent rod there to represent that it's levitating. But yeah, pretty nice little mini build. So here we have a mini Slave 1. Now, Slave 1 mini builds have generally been okay, but this one looks a little bit chunky in my opinion. But yeah, what you can do is obviously when you take it off of your stand or anything, you can actually have it in a flying formation. You can just do that, and there we go. You can just turn the wings, and voila, you have your Slave 1 in a flying formation. And when you put it back down, you can just simply turn the wings sideways, and there you go. Good as new, back in landing formation. And you can turn the turrets as well. So there's a lot of functionality. While it's a little bit wonky at times, structurally wise, it's not very good. As I was about to get into that, it kind of falls apart sometimes when you do some little tinkering, as you can see. Okay, so note to self: don't actually turn the turrets because you cannot really do that or without breaking the entire ship. So there's that as well. So keep that in mind. It's a little bit finicky, but if you do it right, you might be able to turn the turrets, but it's pretty difficult. So now that the mini builds are out of the way, I can show you guys the minifig compatible builds that we got in here. So basically we got the Lego pram, or a baby carriage, whatever you want to call it. But this is for Grogru. We finally got one in Lego form, and basically you can just stick Grogru in there, right on that stud in there, and it's nice. He's snug and in there with his Christmas outfit, and yeah, so this is Christmas themed. As you can see, it has some red accents instead of yellow like it is in the show. But if you did want to make it accurate to the show, you can just replace some of these, especially that, with like a yellow one. So it looks pretty nice, and you can easily turn it into a universe accurate one if you wanted to. Another minifig compatible build we got here is just a simple little speeder. Yeah, very simple. Simple is the key word. There's not a whole lot going on here, but yeah, your minifig can't even grab onto the handles there, but it's alright. It does the job. It's pretty simple. And then there's also the E-Web blaster that you can use to shoot down your targets. Your minifig can hold on to it and basically shoot your targets just like that. Bam, just like that. It's pretty simple, and it's a nice little functionality with two different builds from the advent calendar that you can just use to have some fun. There's also another shooter type build in the set. It's just your simple little ballista gun for the Tuscan Raider, and yeah, you can just do the same stuff that you did with the E-Web blaster and just shoot your target, which I clearly missed. Since we're on the topic of targets, here they are. It's just a very, very simple build, 3 pieces, and you do get 2 of them. But yeah, pretty simple, and you can just shoot them down with the stud shooters that you got. And here are the weapons racks that you get for each of the minifigs. So basically, the stormtroopers get their own guns here. You got the stormtrooper to get his normal blaster, and then the scout trooper to get his mini blaster there. And then Mando can have his long rifle there, and You can have your IG-11 to have the other long blaster there, and then of course the Tuscan Raider with the gaffy sticks. So each time you get a minifig, they don't come with a blaster. You actually have to build it later with the mini builds for the blaster holders. So I do like that. At least they have a purpose in that sense. But yeah, I think that about does it. We do have all of these mini builds here. Here's everything just all in one pile. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and of course the Moff Gideon's light cruiser broke because it does that. It's very, very fragile. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the LEGO Star Wars 2021 Advent Calendar review. This is the final video of the year for me, hoping for the best for next year. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of cool sets coming out in January, and I hope you guys stick around for that haul because I'm gonna buy a lot of those. I'm gonna buy a lot of those Clone Trooper packs. So yeah, stick around for that, guys, and I hope you guys have a beautiful 2022. But yeah, guys, that about does it for me. I have now reviewed the LEGO Star Wars 2021 Advent Calendar. Please let me know what you guys think, and subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in 2022. Bye, guys. See you later.